What an absolute classic joke from Ubisoft. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is the pinnacle of first-person shooters, is what I would have said 10 years ago, you know, back when the game first released. But now, oh my god, what an absolute disgrace this game has become. Siege was once viewed as a one-of-a-kind game, now fallen to the definition of brain rot. So let's take a look and see, what happened, and what can Ubisoft do to redeem themselves? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is a first-person shooter developed and published by Ubisoft, a competitive yet euphoric experience, truly one of a kind. Siege was released on December 1st, 2015 for all platforms, excluding mobile and obviously Nintendo systems. Through its expansive skill ceiling and fast-paced action, Siege quickly saw a significant climb in popularity, including a peak in concurrent players during its early years. And when I say expansive skill ceiling, I truly mean expansive. Players would go absolutely crazy on this game, turning it from a realistic SWAT-based shooter to who can spot the one pixel on their screen first. Such as Shroud, arguably one of the best and most popular streamers in the early years. Not to say that Shroud doesn't compare to modern day players, but little Timmy could probably pack him up in an Oregon 1v1. Okay, maybe not, but you get the point. Back on track. The average player became so good at modern day Siege that coppers of today look like Operation Health champions. This raise in skill gap definitely turned players away, as the game became less of a joyful experience for casual players. But Siege also gained more traction from this, ultimately resulting in today's player base, everyone wants to be the best. The game's chemistry eventually allowed itself to be brought upon the esports scene, a massive role in the history of Siege. Streamers and professionals would test their luck and skill in the battle of who can be the best. Esports gave light to Siege and opened up a new era since its initial debut in March of 2017, a day that no true fan could forget.
To swing out, there's both Coded and Katsang watching from this angle. Kansan, are you a miracle worker? You only need one more, and there it is! One of the best plays that we've seen at this tournament!
Eclipse though, we'll get one, turning it into a 2v2. Now they push it on the side, the Bandit will lose out on this! Eclipse the last alive on the Ella. Spots the head and takes the down.
Ace for Waka? At least the 4K.
Mojo Man sees a third. He gets it. Nice shot. SMG-11, such limited ammo, but he can find two more. And oh! Mojo Man's absolutely insane! He's going for the fifth, but he doesn't even need it! The time! What a clutch from Mojo Man! He's back!
As Siege grew to the top of the competitive market, players began taking shortcuts, abusing broken metas, unbalanced characters, and the introduction of cheating devices. Now, we can't mention balance issues without mentioning pre-nerf Blackbeard. You could debate that he became the most broken operator in Siege history. He simply couldn't die. Blackbeard was equipped with 2 rifle shields, each containing 150 health. This is more than a 3 health operator, such as Dog. Not only did it completely prevent you from headshots and direct contact, but you'd have to mag dump these abilities. Blackbeard was a staple to the introduction of metas. Combining this absolute tank with other broken characters allowed players to sweep lobbies, at least until people got their hands on cheats. Strike Pack, Cronus, and Zim, the main devices that began to plague the game. Essentially, these are third-party devices used to gain unfair advantages. The Strike Pack and Cronus allowed you to input scripts to bypass things such as sway and recoil. These cheats were convenient and easy to access, also completely shadowed by Ubisoft. They didn't care. Mass amounts of Ubisoft accounts were reported, but no action had been taken against them. Bans happened so infrequently to these players that almost every lobby now contains one of these devices. Oh yeah, Zim. Zim absolutely slapped these tools out of the competition, as it instead allowed mouse and keyboard with aim assist and the scripts I mentioned. You can already tell how broken and unfair this is, especially since this plague is mostly seen on console, which has no mouse and keyboard support. These abrupt ticks in the game made players think twice before opening it. The player count has been rocky since, and the charts can't seem to maintain a steady statistic. I mean, why would you want to play the game anymore? Every single lobby that you queued into was and still is guaranteed to place you against the Jynxzi wannabe that hides behind their lack of skill, substituting it for any of the devices I had mentioned. And you still had to deal with every other factor that overcame the original success. The fanbase had become fed up with the lack of true support for Siege. The team's attention was immediately shifted towards monetary gain, and it shows. The nerf and renown, removal of beloved game modes, often used for farming to gain cosmetics or levels, and straight up saying how microtransactions are a good thing for gaming. Yes, Ubisoft, we know you're money hungry, but that doesn't validate you to be dropping $70 skins. Yes, $70 while being the equivalent to a legendary, which you can earn for free by playing the game. Needless to say, Siege had lost its charm while scraping away at its true identity. Waiter, yes waiter, more rubber ducky charms please. They add so much flavor to my realistic tactical shooter. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the most knowledgeable when it comes to game development. In fact, I know almost nothing, but obvious changes need to happen to bring the spark back. And I mean, come on. 10 years with billions in revenue, yet you can't properly detect something that's plugged into a controller with a gas station cord. And this is what hurts the most. The announcement of Siege X had really brought hype back into the game. They promised and showcased all of these incredible changes, from a complete texture and audio enhancement to plenty of quality of life changes. But when the game dropped, it felt the exact same. It didn't feel fresh or even trendy. It's practically the same in every element. The promised changes and rehauls felt like simple patches that a single person was forced to work on. It's so blatant that this showcase of love and passion was just a marketing trick to feed their wallets more than they already had, following in the steps of CS2 and Overwatch 2. Except CS2 is actually fucking good. Whoa! Oh! Holy shit! Sorry, I was distracted by true passion. Like I said, I'm not a game developer, but the issues are so commonly complained and talked about, you would think that a AAA studio would flock to these reports, but they just don't. Now, I know this video came off very negative, and that isn't my intention. I may have abandoned the game and turned blindsided to the community, but at heart, I still love this game. I even love Ubisoft. They have made some fantastic games, and Siege was once involved in that category. There are hundreds of memories I have made while experiencing the ups and downs, even going as far as to push myself to champion back when I still played console. The competitive nature just felt like it paid off after every round, even if you didn't particularly deserve the win. Thousands of clips cluttered my Xbox cloud storage just from Siege alone. It was gripping and addicting, but I knew my desires had faded as I became more focused on how quickly I could finish the match, compared to just enjoying the moment. Ubisoft needs to take action before it's too late. Many streamers who revived the game beyond what we thought was possible don't partake in the community anymore. Even Jynxzi, who is claimed to be the Jesus of Siege, refuses to play and instead focuses on a mobile game, that being Clash Royale. Just like us, he lost interest because of the overwhelming issues. It's not fun to play a shooter where the odds are so against your favor that hitting the lottery would be more likely than you not getting team killed for a simple mistake. I truly hope to see this game succeed again. There is a goldmine of opportunity and potential to bring this game back on its knees, and so it's time to take action and bring Siege back as one of the greatest FPS games of all time.
Eating.
Sandpaper.